Hi, my name is Bronwyn Jane and I'm a psychic medium and spiritual coach. This is a video on intentions. You may have seen my first video where we talked about prayer. We're now going to get into the nuts and bolts of how to use intention in a really practical way. Now, intention is that focus of energy. So how do we do that in a way that's really going to change our life, in a really way that amplifies our experience? We need to understand, first of all, what do we need to change? What do we want to bring into our world? Our life is broken up into 7 major themes, 7 major areas: spirituality, family, relationships, kind of combined together, career, vocation, combines together, finances, physical, so our body, social, and mental are the areas of life. So if you think about that, which one or more than one would you like to change? And what does that look like if you manifested it in your world? Think about that. That's what is the one thing, if I change this one thing, that it would change the foundations of my life. And of those 7 things, it would impact at least 3. Spend some time, pause this video and think about that. What one thing, if I was able to achieve it, would change at least 3 areas of my life? Whether it be spirituality, whether it be finances, whether it be that career, vocation, family, relationships, mental, so mental capacity, mental health, physical, or even social. What is that thing? And what does it look like when it's done? I want you to write it down. Write down that one thing that if you were able to achieve that, bring it into your world, that it would impact 3 areas of your life. So it may be that you, if you're on a spiritual journey, if you're maybe even psychic reader, let's use that as an example. Maybe your one thing is, I want to be the best, the most accurate psychic, a healer that creates positive results for majority of the people that you encounter. Maybe you want to spread your story to people to change their life. What is your one thing? Maybe you want to be able to speak with honesty, clarity, without fear about something, or just in general. Think about what that is. And then identify, once you have, the 3 areas of your life that would change. Just write them down. You don't have to write how. If there's more than 3 out of those 7 areas of life, write them down too. What does it look like when it's completed? How do those areas of your life change if you do find your voice and speak with confidence and clarity about a particular subject, or just in general? What happens in relationships? What happens at work? What happens even, maybe there's socially, maybe even it then has a flow-on effect that then you could do a different role, you could change your vocation. There's a whole heap of things that may happen as a result of this. So pause the video and identify that one thing, the 3 areas of life that get impacted by manifesting that one thing, and then what happens as a result in those areas of life. So pause now So we're back. So we've identified our thing. So from those 3 areas of life that, or maybe we've got 6, maybe we've got a whole 7, but we've got at least 3 areas of life. Which one of those is the one that is the greatest impact? If you just said, if I could manifest this in this area of my life, it would have the greatest impact on my life. Circle it, highlight it, indicate. What is it? What is your one thing? And what would, once again, that one thing, when it's brought into your world, what does it look like? What does it feel like? Spend a few minutes just considering that and identify, if this one thing showed up in relationships in my life, how would things be? If this one thing showed up in work, in my vocation, what would it look like? How would things be different? If this one thing showed up in my, my health, my physical, what would it look like? How would things be different? Write it down. There's another part to this process. It's a lot more in detail. And I'm going to say, look out for the next video as we walk our way through the next steps to bringing this into your world.